Hey guys, so it's your girl Each Money's here, and I wanted to do show you guys some mail that I got that I've been waiting for a while, and introduce my giveaway. Oh my god, some of the candles are on this thing. Anyway, and you guys gonna see me pack up my teams them. So I'm gonna start with the order that I received that I'm not giving away, but you guys are gonna see in upcoming challenges. And if you hear my kids in the background, just know they doing what they're doing. So the first brand that I am going to show you, and I love you guys, I love bows. But this is a little delayed, so I have to make it do what it do. But this is from Lux Designs. Everything from that I'm going to show you right now is going to be from Lux Design. And the flowers I got for myself too, because ain't nothing better than loving yourself all the way. And then I don't know if you guys remember my Color Me Pretty challenge where I got that thick red bow. And so, I had to go and get it in a color that's closer to my favorite. Look at that. Cute as ever. Um, what's next? We got more clips. Guys, we got more clips. I got a B one and a strawberry. Strawberry. A strawberry. And then yeah, this is so adorable. Look at that. Ow. And then you guys are going to see this on, this is a chain she created. I guess you can wear your binder like a purse, but I'm using it as decorations. So you guys are definitely going to see in my Fruitful Friday this week, or tomorrow, on the binder. And last but not least, I had to get it in my favorite color. You guys just know I had to get this in my favorite color. Look at that. And I think I have a binder that I can put this on too, actually. We're going to see. But look at that. Yeah. You can even put this on the bag, actually. And then, clip charms to it. Let me see something. Guys, I'm just coming up with stuff in my head. Let me use one that's already available. Obviously, not this charm is going to cut to it, but yeah, but something like that, and you can go across the board if it has a bigger loop, per se. So, yeah. So that's from Lux Designs. I don't know where she's based, to be honest, because whenever I order from her, it does take a while. So I'm guessing maybe this is like maybe to her I am an international order, so that's why it takes a little longer. But it got here. That's all that matters. So the next thing is going to be from Happy Planner. If you guys know, I used to be an Happy Planner original girl. This is where my journey started, actually, but I was just planning, budgeting, and not showcasing it per se. So we have here the metal disc for Lilo and Stitch. As you can tell, this is going to be part of the giveaway. You guys are see me set up the giveaway, and I got one pack for myself because Miss Jasmine Boo says she's not making no more meal planner sheets, and I need some. And I don't know how to just make those pages just yet. So for now, I'm gonna have to use the ones that are already um pre-thing. I just have to cut them. If you get what I'm saying, I have to cut, like, see how many holes is, and then cut it. But if you can see on the back, you put your shopping list, and then you open it, and you can write your meal ideas, right? So you can do whatever you want with it, but it folds so that way it fits into this thing. So now let's move on to the giveaway. So I'm not really moving anything because I want to show you guys what I am giving away this month. So there's going to be two winners, one for April, one for March, because I didn't get to do one in March. If you guys have won for me before, actual prizes and not money, please do comment below that you be getting the extra. You know, I'll be throwing a little something extra in there because the people got to know. The people got to know. So for the giveaway of March is actually going to be this baddies and budgets item because if you know, you know, ordered something else and I got two of these. So she sent me back a portion of what I paid. And so I guess I get to keep it. And being as I already have one of them, for me it doesn't make sense to keep two of these. So for the month of March, I'm going to give this away. So anybody who's lucky. Um, and then for the month of April, because you know, again, if you know, you know, April is definitely the beginning of the year. So I feel like, you know, they say do goals like fitness goals, like any of your goals, fitness, financial, like in January. But me personally, I don't do it in January. That's the end of the year. Everything's dying dead, and you're not really motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cold outside. Like it's just not as motivating. And trust me, you guys know, I was born literally a month later, and I still me and that season is arch nemesis. I promise you. So, um, you know what I do notice is that when I do set my goals, starting in the spring, you stick to them a lot better. If you get what I'm saying, it's a lot warmer. You're a lot motivated. Everything's blooming. It's just your body just naturally um, feels like completing the goals that you set in April versus when you set them in January. And you know, I call you guys to experiment if you so choose. You know, experiment and see how it is for you. Definitely, I'll call back that video. That probably was a quick call, but whatever. The second giveaway. So because of that, um, I feel like a big part of both your fitness journey and your financial journey is meal planning. Honestly, when I used to get food stamps, they used to give me like $500 a month, and I would spend it and not even know where they going, like where my money went, like where did it go, what happened to it. I just don't know, and that's just because I was not planning. Like I was just overbuying stuff, like buying a lot of snacks, and snacks are not cheap, and they're over the top, like, and they're not even healthy for you. So as I became more fiscally responsible and physically responsible, meal planning has been one of those game changers with my finances. I promise you, I went from, I think I spend around the same amount a month, but I can actually eat. I'm not just snacking on nonsense. So that's what we have here. Um, this is obviously a plush jumbo pen, Lilo and Stitch, to keep it in the realm of things. And then we have our disc. I'm going to change out the teal disc, put the metal disc. You guys also get the keychain. I'm going to clip it onto the disc. And I'm going to set it up right here so you understand what I mean. So you see the grocery list. And I'm also going to leave um, these two, what are they called? These two, like, these are envelopes, right? So that you can put your money in. And then the other one you can use for receipts. So that's what I did. To be honest, this is what I used before I got the Baddies and Budget meal planner. Like I said, she needs to make some inserts, or I need to figure out how to do it myself. But as you can see, the original meal planner pages, front and back. There's not much room for you to put your meal ideas. And so the OG girls, they kind of created that double flip of it all. And then Happy Planner just picked it up and was like, you know what? We should offer this. You should offer this wholeheartedly. So I'm going to take these rings off. And excuse my lovely children. It is definitely spring break and they're not in school. So I think the videos for this week are going to be them running their mouth and making mad noise, even though they know that I be doing my vids, my vids. Well, I'm gonna quickly set this up for you guys. So as I said, we have 2 winners. And I'm gonna leave the paper in the plastic because I don't want you to get an open product, but one of them is mine. So I'm gonna open mine and show you what I mean. So you see you got your shopping list and then you open it, you can put your meal ideas, stickers if you want, versus the old version where it's just grocery list and a back page. So I think that's more efficient. But as far as the other parts, I'm definitely just gonna set it up for you guys on the camera. That way you don't have to struggle. And I'm also gonna send you the metal disc too. So that way, if you do lose any of these discs, which I doubt they'll fall off, they're very, very sturdy to be honest, and it's metal. But still, things happen, you know. Let's say if you have kids or anything, and they're just in the way and they're bothering. Yeah. So that's for that. And then I'm going to put the clip on it. And by the way, I was cleaning so hard today. My other butterfly now is off. So yeah. Yeah, you see? Just like that. And you have your pen. Some of my candle fell on this thing. You know when the candle gets black? Yeah. Okay. So it fell on it. Not cool. But yeah. This is what we get for April's giveaway. With the papers, of course. Still encasing. And then we have March's giveaway. This is April, this is March. Which is our Premiere Fridays. That is all, guys. Oh yeah. I want to show you one more thing that I got for myself at Target. I was actually doing a DoorDash order, so and I picked up something myself. Color crystals for my Color Me Pretty days, and it has a scent. I love scented stuff. I know I'm a little weird like that. And then we have my friend. She put me onto this, the clickable markers. So we're gonna see how this colors. And then a book lovers club reading journal, which I always wanted. You basically read a book, and then you know, I guess this is the book index. I don't know. I don't think I'll be using the book index because it's like whatever. But You get to do a book review. You get to rate it, give your opinion of the book, your favorite quotes, and certain notes you had in the book that stuck out to you, which you can do this across the board. I think it's really cool. It's another way of journaling without being mindful of what you're reading. So I did pick that up at Target. It was awesome. But that is all, y'all. Stay well physically, mentally, and spiritually. And I will see you guys tomorrow for our Fruitful Friday. Bye.